So what's going on YouTube? So this is something I gotta revisit. I'm sitting at the light, right? And there's a funeral going through the light, and I guess the people who paid for the funeral services couldn't afford the police to escort them as they driving from the church to the grave or whatever they doing. So the guy leading the pack had to bump the horn really, really loud so everybody at the intersection will understand what was going on, and that was because a funeral was coming through. So, and then I remember not too long ago I was speaking to a local pastor, and he was saying how sad it is that all these senseless killings that go on, and a lot of these people that's getting killed don't have life insurance to pay for their own funeral, so they got to keep doing GoFundMes and taking donations and all that from the community. And it's like, it's hard to keep doing GoFundMes and taking donations from people who are already broke themselves. You know what I mean? Like, the whole family broke, the friends of the family are broke, so they can barely even afford a minimum funeral. So with that said, I got to reevaluate my analysis on life insurance. Do you need life insurance? I got to change my stance on it and say, I think that you should at least get term life insurance. And get term life insurance for the longest possible term that you can get it, so that way you can lock it in for as long as possible without having to be, be reevaluated and all that stuff. So I still am completely against whole life insurance though, because again, like I stated in the other video, first of all, if you're putting money into it, first of all, you're gonna pay like what, 3 times the amount per month that you would pay for term life insurance just for the same amount of coverage. Then they say, well, you can borrow from the policy or whatever. But why would I want to borrow my own money? If I would have put that same amount up that I paid them, I would have more money available in a savings account than I would in a so-called interest-bearing little policies that they got. So that's why I'm gonna get whole life insurance, because it costs entirely too much for nothing. It's not even worth it. All right, and you basically be borrowing your own money back, but they won't even give you the total value of the dollar amount that you put in there when you borrow from it. So it's a complete rip-off. Whole life insurance, I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. But term life insurance, I got to renege on that. Term life insurance, I think that you should get it unless you really just got loads of money sitting around to pay for a funeral. But again, the debt that you have doesn't pass on to your kids, except for the mortgages don't go away. And I'm trying to think, what else? Is there anything else? But the mortgages don't go away. So that's something to consider too. But usually when somebody has a house, they pass that on to whoever. But the problem is, if you pass it on, that person that you pass it on to has to assume the mortgage too. So yeah, it's a tough situation. But I want to renege on my analysis on the life insurance and say you should get term life insurance, but I don't recommend whole life insurance. So that's my new analysis on it. Also, if you guys, if somebody can correct me out there when it comes to the mortgage, because I'm a little confused on that. I think that the mortgage does carry on to whoever they pass the house on to, but I'm still not sure about that. So somebody can correct me on that. But to my knowledge, the mortgage does stay alive and it just get passed on. So, but other than that, the other debts are wiped off when a person passes away. So, but I do recommend life insurance now, just term life insurance. All right. So thank y'all guys for watching, subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. And again, I just appreciate you guys, and I'll be back next time. Thanks.